we're going to learn Why Am I Blue on page 116. This will be your final piece for the semester, for those of you who have stayed up with the rest of the class. Notes. So first of all, we want to start with making sure we understand some of the concepts we've already applied. Then we'll come back to the syncopated notes. So first of all, we've got, sorry, just 1 second. So first of all, we've got, we are in the scale of G. That means that all of our F's are going to be sharp. So we've got F sharp all the way through the piece. And so like, for example, right here, that's an F on the first space, F-A-C-E. And so that would be an F sharp. Then we have an F natural right there in the melody. So it goes from G to F sharp to F natural. In order to do that, you're going to have to, you get your first finger on the G, your right hand will have, you'll have to take your second finger in your right hand over to play the F sharp, and then your thumb can now play the F natural. So it's a little bit of a switcheroo there. Okay, just follow the instructions there. Cross your second finger, cross 2 over 1, second finger over the top to get F sharp, and then 1 play the F natural. Okay, and I'll show you that on the piano in a few minutes. Then a couple other concepts that we've already learned. Just want to review. There's a tie right here. These two G's are tied. That means you play B, D, B, G, and you hold out the G. You don't play the G again because it's tied together. All right. Let's scroll down here. This is not going to work very well. We'll grab this part. All right, so let's scroll down here, and we've got a B flat right here. So everything up to this point was B. Here we have B flat. And then over here we have B flat again. This is B flat as well because it is in the same measure. Okay, and when you have a B flat in a measure, and then you're still in the same measure, any B's that are in that measure are also going to be flat. So you're going to flat that B both times. Over here, same thing. Make sure that B is flat, and this B is flat because it's in the same measure as that B flat. But then when you get over here, you now have a regular B, a natural B. Okay? And then you're sticking to natural B for the rest of that. Scrolling down to the end, we have another B flat, and then you have an A right there tied. So that little line, once again, is tying those A's together. So you're only going to play the A 1 time right there and hold it out for that extra, for the quarter note. All right, and then at the very end of the piece, you have a little bit of a hand switch. So you end up with your 4th finger on a D sharp. So that'd be the black key above D. Your thumb on the F sharp, because remember, all of the F's in the piece are sharp because we are in the key of G. And then you're going to go up a half step. You're going to end up with your pinky on E and your thumb on G. Okay? That's the very end. Boom. Ba-da. And then your left hand plays the G chord again. All right. Let's take a look at the chords, and then we'll go to the syncopation. So these are the chords. G, just a straight up G chord all the way through the first line. Bump, 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 bump. When you get to the second line, you switch to a C chord, which is C, G, C, and E. And then when you get to the third line, we go back to the G chord. When we get on the third line, we also have a D7 chord. So we're going to take our pinky down to the F sharp. Your second finger would be on C, your first finger would be on D, and you're playing a D7 chord. You've already played that before. Then you're going to the C chord again. 5, 3, 5, 2, and 1 on this G, C, and E. And then you're going to the G chord again. 5, 3, 1 on G, B, and D. All right? D7, back to the G chord. All right. One more thing to review is the first and second endings. You do need to play this piece twice. The first time, you repeat, it has a first ending, you hit the repeat sign, you go back Messed that up again. Sorry. The first time you have a first ending, you go back to the beginning and you play the whole thing over again. The second time, you're going to skip the first ending and play the second ending. One more time, just to remind you what that is. First ending, we play it, we repeat. Second ending, we skip the first ending, we go to the second measure there. Okay? All right, so last thing before I play is syncopated notes. This is called a syncopated note, and what that means is it's not on the beat. It's a little bit off the beat. So like ba-da-da-da, instead of ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba, or ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba, it's going to be ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba. Right there, that's a syncopated note. Bum, 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 bum. It's on the offbeat. It's on the and. Okay? We also have, instead of playing, you can play it straight like I just sang it. Bum, 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 bum. Or you can play it with a swing rhythm, which is more like ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Okay? And I'm going to show you both on the piano. So I'll play it the straight and I'll play it the swing. So you get both examples. You choose whichever one you want to do. Okay? All right, with that said, let's go ahead and play it on the piano. So in G position, 1, 2, let's do it straight first. 1 and 2 and 3 and go. Right there, the last part. And then you finish. Okay? That was the straight version. I did mess up a little bit in the very beginning with the left hand G chords, but you got it the second time around. All right, now I'm going to play the swing version. It's going to be, so it's going to be slightly faster, but it's going to be more like a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I apologize for the background music if you can hear that. All right, thank you.